Welcome to our lesson today. We are still solving problem in pressure. In the last lesson, we were solving problems involving pressure in liquid. And I had given you an assignment of 3 questions. Hope you have attempted. And if you have not kindly, I'm asking you to do it. But I'm going to work it out so that for those who have done it, you can confirm with my working. Here are the questions that I had given you. The first question, the atmospheric pressure at a place was measured as 740 millimeters of mercury. Calculate the pressure at the place in pascals. Density of mercury is 13.6 grams per cubic centimeter. So solution for question 1. I always say that whenever you get a question that involves some calculations, kindly list down the parameters that you have been given. For instance, this is the height. We have been given height as 740 millimeters. We have density of mercury as 13.6 grams per centimeter cubed. In the last lesson, I said that pressure is always given by density times G times the height. Now, from the things that we have been given, we have the height and density. But remember, learners, this G is always constant. You can be given or not, but this one is known. Our G in this case is just equals to 10 Newton per kilogram. It is always 10. It is always 10. You can be given or not. If it is missing, then just know that it is G is 10 Newton per kilogram. Then we have density as 13.6. I had said in the previous lesson that make sure that you convert all the variables into their SI unit. So you have density in grams per cubic centimeter. So we are supposed to convert it back to the SI unit, that is kilograms per meter cubed. Then height is 740 millimeters. We are also supposed to convert this one into meters. So we can convert them here. So we have our working here. So we have 740 millimeters into meters. 1000 millimeter is given by 1 meter. It's about 740 millimeters. So we cross multiply 740 times 1 over 1000. This is height 0.74 meters. Then we have density, that is 13.6 grams per cubic centimeter into kilograms per meter cubed. We always say 1000 kilograms per meter cubed is equal to 1 gram per centimeter cubed. So what about 13.6 grams per centimeter cubed? So if I cross multiply, I have 1000 times 13.6, then divide by 1. This is my density. Giving me that is 13,600 kilogram per meter cubed. So I have height in the SI unit, then I have density in the SI unit. So I just substitute in my formula. So pressure is given by density, which is 13,600, then times G, which is 10, times height 0.74. So this one it will give me, that is 13,600 times 10 times 0.74. We have 100,640 Newton per meter square. But the question is clear. They are asking us to calculate that pressure in pascals. And in our previous lesson, I said pascals and Newton per meter square, it simply means the same thing. So this is just the same as 1,640 pascals. These pascals, it can also be written as, in short form, 1,640 PA. That is pascals. So we have expressed that pressure in pascals as the question is asking us. This is question 1. Then for question 2, whenever question 2 is express 76 centimeters, this one HG, this one HG, this one represents mercury. So mercury, the simple, mercury is an element. So it is always represented by this chemical symbol, that is a Hg. So we have question 2. So let me also erase this to avoid confusion. So we have 76 centimeters. So 76 centimeters, it is representing height. Height is 76 centimeters. Then Hg, this one, it is mercury. Hg, this is mercury. And the density of mercury is also known. This is just given by 13,600 kilogram per meter cubed. Then we want to express this one into this, in this. And remember, this one is the unit of pressure. Newton per meter squared represents pressure. So meaning that my pressure is just equal to density of mercury times G times the height times height. Remember, this G I have said it is always known. So G is 10 Newton per kilogram. Now, when I substitute here, remember I have height, I have the density, then this one, this is mercury density. Then pressure represents this. Remember, this height is in centimeters. So we must convert it to the SI unit. So we have 100 centimeters is equal to 1 meter. So what about 76 centimeters? We have 76 times 1 of 100, which is equal to 0.76 meters. So we substitute here. We have 13,600 times 10 times 0.76. So when I multiply using my calculator, we have 13,600 times 10, then times 0.76. This is giving me 103, then 360 Newton per meter squared. So we have expressed 76 centimeters of mercury in Newton per meter squared. So when you meet a question like this one, this is how you are supposed to work it out. The last question, question. We are being asked to state two main factors affecting pressure in liquid. Now, these factors, we always derived them from the formula. Remember, I have said, when I want to calculate, that is question 3. When I want to calculate pressure, then pressure is given by density over given liquid, then times the height. Remember, G is constant. So the two main factors here, the first one, it is the density of the liquid. One, we have density of liquid. Then two, we have the depth or height of liquid. We have height. Other books, they may term it as depth of liquid. So these are two main factors affecting pressure in liquid. It is density, one, then we have height of that liquid. From the formula, we have said pressure is given by density times G, force of gravity, then times that is height of that given liquid. Now, this marks the end of the assignments that you are supposed to do. And let me hope that some of you had tried, and I'm sure that you have rectified where you had made, where you had gone wrong. So I would like to give you another question so that you can try it when you are at home. You can do some research. So these are the two questions that I would like you to try when you are at home. The first one is to explain the following statements. A, the wall of a reservoir is thicker at the bottom than at the top. Then B, submarines, divers, and even common fish cannot descend in water beyond a certain depth. Then question 2, express 600 millimeters of mercury in pascals. This marks the end of our lesson today, and I know that you are going to try these questions. God bless you. Bye bye.